Hey everyone, it's me back again, and today we're going to be looking at some hamstring mobility. Now, how many times do we want to be lengthening our hamstrings, getting higher kicks, getting more hamstring length? Well, here you go. Here is an authentic mobilizer for you. I say authentic because we want to be feeding natural movement into the body. Now, the mobilizer we're going to do today is dynamic. It's going to work in an on-off rhythm, and we're going to be adding some 3D drivers into it. The hamstrings attach up here onto your sits bone, travel down, and they actually come around the knee like this. And they work a little bit like horse reins, controlling rotation of the knee. Now, in regular functions, such as walking or running or lunging or squatting, the hamstrings are not taut at both ends or lengthened at both ends. So if we look here, and I do a little lunge, for example, my hamstring is on stretch here because my pelvis is tilted forwards, but the lower part of my hamstring is actually off stretch because my knee is bent. So it's short and long. In reverse, I would probably be in a position a little bit like this. So this is long, but my pelvis is tilted underneath, so it's short here. So again, it's almost like this flossing motion within the muscle. I've got tension here, but I don't have too much tension here. Now, when we look at dancing and what we're required to do there, with a kick or coming into splits or leaning, we're usually having a little bit more tension at both ends, which is why if we were doing a hamstring stretch, we'd probably come at it with more as a forwards tilt pelvis and then feel a lot more length coming through the back of the leg. With the mobilizers I'm going to do with you today, we're going to do a mixture of both. So we're going to be stepping backwards so that the muscle has to lengthen first. Again, in healthy function, muscles switch on and off. They lengthen first and decelerate, then they have a small pause of isometric, just little, and then they contract again with your concentric. Now, if you want to run over these terms, these fancy terms, you can have a look at the video on Theory Thursday with muscle work and muscle terminology. We are going to now take a step back. The leg is going to be parallel and the foot lifted with the toe drawing up towards us. And then we come back in again. So we're going to lengthen, sit back, and come up. Now, I'd like you to have a sense here of your heels sticking in some glue and your leg telescoping away from you. So you're not sitting back into a hyper knee. There's a real sense of length through the system. This is going to be rhythmic. So feel the back of the leg decelerate and slow you down, and then come back up again. And this nice rhythmic motion of on and off is going to feel quite safe for the nervous system. We're then going to tweak this by moving the foot in and out. So this time when I come back, I'm going to rotate my foot out. And this should be felt more on the outside of the hamstring and up to the hip. Conversely, if I turn it in, I'm going to get more length on the inside of the leg and more on the medial hamstrings. So again, just really nice and rhythmic, lengthening back, coming back up again. So that would be your bottom-up driver for variation. We're then going to bring the arms in for a top-down driver for variation. So this time, we're going to be reaching forwards as we come back. And then we're going to reach backwards. So this time, the arms come up and overhead. And you can see here, it encourages a little bit more of a butt tuck and more curve in my spine. So that taps into a little bit more authentic motion in the hamstrings. And again, I've just got my toe very gently drawing up, foot in line with my leg. And then I'm going to bring the hands across and drive across the body. So I'm going to reach this way. When I do that, the pelvis rotates and I get more length on the outside of my leg. When I come the other way, my pelvis rotates back in that direction and I get more length on the inside. So if we put that together, we have stepping back. I'm going to change my arms that way, reach this way, inside thigh, outside thigh. Repeating, forwards, back, across the leg, inside in the leg. You can do similar mobilizers, actually bending the knee so it looks more like a lunge. So we're going to step forward this time, reach low, reach down, then we're going to go across again, across, and across. Now you may have seen this exercise with me before as a way to fire up the glutes, but this time we're looking at lengthening the upper part of the hamstring. So this again is a more authentic driver for motion where we're long at the top and short down here near the knee. But we're still bringing in this rotation so that the hamstrings are again like horse reins. So we have here, rotate across, outside hamstring, rotate in, inside hamstring. So if you're putting it all together, before you do class, show, audition, performance. If you do a nice dynamic 3D mobilizer, so we're not going to be doing any sitting and static stretching of the legs, which cause a lot of befuddling and danger signals into the nervous system. We're going to be driving in a rhythmic manner, which is very similar to authentic movement and how our muscles want to work. And we're going to vary. We could vary the leg position, in and out. We could vary with our arms. We could vary with a straight leg or a bent leg as well. So lots and lots of information coming into the hamstrings. And then, when you then go to kick your leg, your muscles are really used to decelerating at speed. And they are less likely to when you're going up with a kick. Okay, so enjoy these mobilizers, have a go, take time, and remember you always want to feel what's happening in your body. When we are stretching and mobilizing, we shouldn't feel like our muscles are about to ping off our skeleton. Be gentle and be mindful and treat yourself nicely. I'll see you soon and enjoy your hamstring work.